Hola todos!
Hola amigos y amigas, soy Ken.
Soy Shane. Cannot lah, my Spanish so bad lah, weh. We've been in Barcelona for a year now. It's been great.
This has been the greatest exposure for us as a family.
In today's video, we're gonna cover the pros and cons of living in this beautiful city. When it comes to location, that's definitely a plus.
Being here in Europe means we are very much closer to the countries that we personally like.
I love London. Being close to London is just sweet.
If you fly from Malaysia to London, it will take you about 14 hours. But over here, anywhere in Europe, it's just about 2-3 hours away.
It's sunny all year round.
Except for occasional weeks or certain days where it is cloudy.
It seldom rains. Back in Malaysia, it's humid, hot all year round, raining, oh my god.
Thunderstorm. The weather here in Barcelona is absolutely fantastic. Plus, there are 4 seasons over here.
Summer is great. It's a little too hot.
Similar to the Malaysian weather.
Plus, it's not humid. So I rarely sweat, which I do a lot back home.
So of course, the best part of the weather is during the autumn and spring. It is super cool. It's like walking into a huge beach where you can just chill, you rarely sweat.
No sweat. And with the climate, actually brings about a better lifestyle.
Life has been pretty sedentary in Malaysia, but ever since we moved to Barcelona,
we walk around, going to the grocer, otherwise sending our child to school.
Even the medical centers are close to where we are, in walking distance of 10 to 20 minutes. And if you notice as well, both Shane and I have lost weight. You can see the jawline here very nicely right now, compared to a year ago where I was a little bit more prosperous.
So everywhere is just within the vicinity. In fact, walking 20 to 30 minutes is normal here. You don't even do that back home. Like 20 to 30 minutes, car, okay? Let's take the car. Food is like the main motivation of why I live. Back home, we're super blessed. We also have a very wide range of international cuisine back home. And to be able to find it here, 11,000 kilometers away from home, that's like a super major plus for me. So you talk about Chinese, like Chinese food.
Japanese, Korean.
And of course, the local cuisine like tapas, small dishes, and the flavors are the different type of ball game altogether. And seafood here is also fantastic. And more importantly, to be able to have a taste of home.
We have been to the Malaysian restaurant a couple of times just to enjoy the char kway teow, the nasi lemak. Of course, nothing beats the real food back in Malaysia, but it gives us some sense of being home.
There's just so many different types of food that has kept my belly happy. So for that, I'm just very grateful to be in this part of the world.
Over here in Barcelona, we have not gotten a car here because you're driving on the different side of the road.
It is a well-known fact that Barcelona city has been built with pedestrians in mind. Walkways are wide and it's very convenient. It doesn't matter whether today you're cycling or you're having a stroller. It's just very feasible for you to travel around.
The public transportation system is efficient, effective.
In terms of train and buses, the lines are super straightforward, very easy for us to catch on.
Every station is very close to each other.
It's a major plus as well for us to be living here.
Probably that's the reason why we do not need a car still. So those are the great things about living in Barcelona for us.
At the same time, there's always gonna be a but on the flip side of things.
Here in Barcelona, there are 2 different languages. Spanish, where it's spoken in some countries.
Plus, being in the Catalonia region, they speak Catalan.
For the past 1.5 years, I've been learning Spanish, starting with Duolingo, but nothing beats really speaking to the locals over here. The challenge is that we are not able to express ourselves really well. For example, going to the medical center, fibre, tos, but you're not able to explain expressively how it makes you feel.
It sort of deters me from making new friends, speaking to neighbors. When we do cross paths, it's very hard to strike a conversation. At most, I would just say, hola, buen día, ¿qué tal? And then, stuck.
I've personally enjoyed learning it. The hardest part is listening because there may be different accents, the speed when they speak.
Between Ken and myself, I must say that he is the more advanced one, so I have conveniently outsourced the speaking in Spanish. When we do go out, he does all the talking.
See? Another example, in English you say I eat, they eat, you eat, she eat. The eat remains the same, but in Spanish the eat changes based on who you're referring to. If I say I eat is como, if you eat is comes, we eat is comemos, if they eat is comen.
Vale.
So yes, that's a basic Spanish 101. I'm not a maestra. I'm not a maestro.
Well, to be fair, Spanish is a beautiful language. I grew up watching Spanish telenovelas.
Of course, Shane and I are still continuously learning Spanish on the go. Catalan, maybe a little bit. Sius plaus, atenció, sius plaus.
Atenció, sisplau.
Now, the cost of living. Our family used to be a double income household back in Malaysia.
Cost of living to me always ties into your earning capabilities. I have had to leave my job in Malaysia to make this move happen.
And this means that our household income has reduced by half. Shane is not bringing any hamon home.
Huh?
Based on what we earn in Malaysia, if you compare dollar to dollar to the amount we are earning here in Spain, we are only earning about 30% dollar to dollar. To give you some perspective, if you used to earn 100k ringgit, we are only earning 30k euro. And rental here are very expensive. Back in Malaysia, if you were to rent a house, it would be within the range of 2.5 to 3k ringgit. But over here, take this apartment as an example, we are paying around 2,000 euros. Dollar to dollar wise is the same, but our income dollar to dollar has reduced by 60%. Not forgetting the utilities, electricity, water, broadband, gas, which are fairly costly. And also our landlady has bought insurance for us to protect the house. Typically it's borne by the landlord, but somehow the tenant has to pay for the insurance as well. Not too sure why.
It's also the price of the things that we buy on a daily basis. So you talk about groceries, eating out. These naturally leads to us having to skimp a little more, and even including furnishing our own place. It's mostly second-hand goods.
But for us, it has never been about the financial gains and the benefits of moving here. It is about the exposure, the lifestyle that we'll get.
So you think about liaising with government agencies, long, tedious, confusing process.
We weren't sure about the timelines, and that's why a lot of people who have moved here hired agents to help them maneuver around this bureaucracy and the processes. For us, last point about moving here is that we have an agency assigned to us who has helped us with our visa processing, local residence card, empadronamiento.
Because we can't just pick up our phone and just call and follow up, because they will be like, no, and we'll be like, excuse me, do hablas inglés? No?
And when you're there speaking to the officer, everyone speaks in Spanish or Catalan. Sometimes you go, yo hablo poco español, pero lo intento. You can try, you can start off with the first conversation, but then when they respond, you're like, okay.
And to conclude it, we really love where we are right now. It's just an amazing place to be.
Being here in Barcelona has been something Shane and I have yearned for, to be abroad. Of course, we didn't expect it to be in Barcelona per se. We could have thought about London or somewhere English speaking. That's easier. Learning Spanish has been a wonderful journey. Although I do aspire to be really proficient in it. And I've also been borrowing books from the range of 7 to 10 years old kids section just to help me read and understand some basic words. Poco a poco.
We definitely do see ourselves getting our footing in this beautiful city that we now call our second home. So thank you, Barcelona.
We hope you enjoyed the video and learning a thing or two about living in Barcelona. And if you'd like to follow us on our journey as a little family in Barcelona, you know what to do. Till then, we'll see you in the next one. Ciao!
Adios, amigos y amigas. Hasta luego.
Nosotros llegamos en Barcelona hace 12 meses. El año pasado hemos viviendo en Barcelona por un año.